George is in the background getting ready. I wanted to give you guys a quick update of what just happened with Speaker Mike Johnson. Speaker Mike Johnson was scheduled to speak at AmFest here, but he's no longer speaking here, and we know why. There was a huge bill that has officially been removed. Chip Roy has been called out by Donald J. Trump. Elon Musk and Donald Trump's relationship is about to be tested by the mainstream media. So there's a lot going on, ladies and gentlemen. He canceled for many, many reasons. Now, let me ask you guys. Speaker Mike Johnson has decided to cancel his trip to Arizona. I wonder why. George, come say hello, man.
Nah, man.
Say hello. I'm only here for a few. I'm at AmFest, so I really wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on in the world of politics. Why do you think that Speaker Mike Johnson canceled his appearance to come here?
Well, he's a coward, so he doesn't want to show up where I'm going to be booing him. So he heard I was in town, and he knew me and Lou were going to be booing.
We were going to be booing.
Yeah, we were going to be booing him, so...
Now, Speaker Mike Johnson was one of those people that was on the private jets with Elon Musk.
That was deliberate.
He was on a private jet. He was taking pictures with everybody. And this is what he was doing behind the scenes the whole time. Now, this bill included a pay raise for this for not just the Senate. It was Congress, just Congress. So pay raise for congressional. Congressional figures in the United States of America, they make $174,000. This pay raise would have moved them up to $216K a year. That's about 2 to 3, 4 times more than the average United States citizen. So this also included a stadium in D.C.
Because they need that.
I don't know why they need that. So this bill was horrendous. The whole time Speaker Mike Johnson was working on this bill while showing up to Mar-a-Lago, while showing up to the UFC with Donald Trump, showing up everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy.
I gotta say, Mike Johnson is a political genius because he knew if I just hang around President Trump enough, he might just like me and forget all my failures. This isn't something new. Johnson did this for Ukraine funding for foreign countries, militaries. He has been doing this ever since he became speaker.
They would have went from 174,000 all the way up to 247,000. So my math was even wrong. So 247K, these people. Oh man, this is crazy.
So the average American lives paycheck to paycheck. You know what their justification is for giving themselves a pay raise?
What is the justification for this?
They're saying, hey, look, it's hard to live in DC and it's expensive to go back and forth constantly. So if you pay us enough money, we won't take bribes. We won't trade stocks. We won't do all. But I'm like, no, the opposite should be true. We should pay you almost no money. It should be public service. So that way, only people that actually legitimately want to serve the people actually get in that.
And they wanted to fund FEMA. I saw $30 billion for FEMA. We saw the FEMA disaster out in North Carolina.
Our government and rewarding incompetence. People fail.
It's all a monopoly, man. It's crazy. And this is why Elon Musk is important, ladies and gentlemen. So this is what the next conversation is going to be. I'm not going to be on here for long. We got to go. I just really want to go live because I love you guys and I want to keep you guys updated. I'm going to be meeting a whole bunch of people in there, talking to a whole bunch of people. Once again, Speaker Mike Johnson has canceled his trip over to Arizona. He was exposed. So basically the next story I want to get to is Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk has pretty much taken it up to himself. We spoke about this earlier. Me and George had a long conversation about Elon Musk. What does he really want and why is he doing this? Well, Elon Musk legitimately, single-handedly, with his influence, not money, but his influence, basically the bill was debacled. Like it was done. It was dead on arrival. It was DOA.
Yeah. You know, I think the thought of Elon terrifies the Republican establishment because usually they do whatever they want to do. It doesn't matter what their constituents are complaining about. But here you have the richest guy in the world, the second most popular man in the world behind Trump, and he's fully against you. And you don't think he's going to... He poured $44 billion into buying a platform.
And his net worth is now $400 billion.
If he sold like 0.001% of his Tesla shares, he could get rid of every Republican congressman.
Yeah.
especially in these states with less than 1 million people. So these guys are terrified of Elon, and I think they're terrified of another thing. They're terrified of the Republican Party expanding. Because if, let's say you're an establishment rhino from a reliably red state like, let's say, South Dakota, like John Thune is, the Senate leader now. Lou, you don't want new Republican voters because you want the same people who've been voting for you to be the ones that vote in Republican primaries.
Yep.
But now you have all these Hispanics that come with different demands, and you have to fulfill all their heart's desires. So,
Oh my God! Do you see what's going on? Elon Musk for speaker.
that could be
Should
fun.
we go? All right, comment. Oh man, this is me and George together, guys. Me and George together is really bad news for the establishment. Specifically, not just the establishment in DC, but really just the establishment in media, the establishment all over the place. We're gonna go in there into America Fest, right? What is it? A 4-night event?
Yeah.
We're gonna go in there. We're gonna push for Elon to be Speaker of the House.
I don't know about you.
I'm going up to everybody. Elon for Speaker.
Nah, that's. I don't.
If I see Tucker, I'll be like, "Hey, Tucker, Elon for Speaker."
Let's
What do
be
you think?
realistic here. It's never gonna happen. Why?
Yeah, but we should push for it. Why not? It's
Yeah,
fun.
I think we should. I think Elon would prefer.
Yeah, Doge. Doge is too big.
Yeah, that's probably the most. That's the priority. But you know what? I think everyone needs.
He got too much going on here. He got too much going on.
We won, right? Trump won, but Trump kind of spoiled us because he made us believe everything was fine by being so good. Trump was such a good president. We forgot how incompetent the Republican House and Senate were. Trump had to push their buttons. He had to constantly use his bully pulpit as the president to, alert the country about how incompetent the Republican Party was. But now we're realizing it again, and they're going to try everything in their power for the next 2 years until the 2026 midterms to slow them down, to pull these maneuvers, these legislative actions. Democrats are going to use the filibuster. And we are just hoping that the pressure and the power that Elon wields and Vivek wields and President Trump wields and J.D. Vance is far more involved than Mike Pence was already. Like, Vance is not just like, oh, don't do this. He's like articulating clearly why we can't have a 1,500 page book funding every piece of garbage.
No, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. Here's the last thing I will say about this is that the media is trying now to get Elon Musk and Donald Trump to turn on each other. Now, you're going to be hearing, make sure to smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I think we got almost 500 likes in 8 minutes. I appreciate you guys. Also, Vivek Ramaswamy for speaker. I would love that, but we'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not really concerned right now, but Johnson definitely has to go after what he just pulled. But the media right now, they're trying to run some type of psyop between Elon Musk and Donald J. Trump. The View earlier today basically saying that Elon Musk is the real president. You're about to start seeing the mainstream media push this narrative that, oh, look, Trump's not the president, Trump's the vice president. They're going to start pushing these guys against each other because they know that Elon Musk, right now, in my opinion, he's been on the right side of history by calling out government waste, by wanting the Department of Government Efficiency, by putting that idea out there. But not only that, but just taking over X and making X the number one stomping ground
Modern
for
town square.
Yeah, like where people legitimately go and get the right information as far as what's in the bill. I mean, we're talking about 1,500 pages that needed to be read in 3 days. Who's doing that? And the craziest part about that, and I'll close it with this. AOC tweeted out, she put on X, she said, Elon Musk is basically they're trying to stop this bill. The only reason they're trying to stop this bill is because they want tax breaks for the rich. I said, what the hell?
Yeah.
Your AOC, you mean to tell me that you read 1,500 pages in 3 days? I don't think so, AOC. I don't think you've read anything. That was the biggest bot tweet I've ever seen in my life. Oh, they're trying to cancel out this CR bill because, it's for tax breaks for the rich. Are you crazy? Are you dumb?
I think we need single subject, single page bills, bro. I mean, it's apparently the new version is 150 pages, so that's 10% of what it would have been, and it's funding way less nonsense. You know what's funny? They were trying to fund that government center that was responsible for telling Big Tech what to send.
I saw, yeah.
Like, it's like
and they're also trying immunity from being prosecuted. The J6 Unselect Committee. Like we have so
wild.
many things in that bill that is actually ridiculous. Shout out to Vivek Ramaswamy for reading the whole thing. I've tried to read the whole thing. It's hard for me to read the whole thing. And if it's hard for me, I'm pretty sure it's hard for a 70-year-old congressperson, 60-year-old congressperson, a congressperson that's bought and paid for. They're not reading these bills. They're just saying whatever it takes. But anyways, in closing, ladies and gentlemen,
these things, Lou?
Johnson, well, not Speaker Johnson himself, but it's a bipartisan CR bill. So that means that Republicans and Democrats got together and said, this is the best thing to do.
I think they tell like a bunch of legislative aides,
yeah,
hey, you guys work on funding nonsense. You guys work on funding the woke stuff. Those guys write their portions, and then they just combine. I bet if we read through that whole thing, we'll find overlapping funding. Send 50 million here, and then another page might say send 50 million to this agency in the same place we already sent 50 million there. So it's actually a bastardization of what the founders wanted, which was a representative form of government where the people's elected representatives wrote the laws. We shouldn't have lawyers, who were not elected working for these Congress people writing our freedoms away.
Writing our future away, right?
That the Congress people would never read.
And it just gives more power to government expansion. We don't want that, right? Yeah. And by government expansion, I mean funding the government, funding government officials, us, the taxpayers, basically giving pay raises to people in Congress. What the hell has Congress done? What the hell has the Senate done? What the hell has our government done? We're $40 trillion in debt. You guys want pay raises? That's insane. So
you're taking pay cuts because that's what happens in a normal company when the revenues are down.
Absolutely. And if you actually want to serve your country, then you don't really care about the money. You care about serving your country.
And if you don't have the means to serve your country for free, essentially, then don't serve your country. Don't run for office. It's not a job. It's not a career. It's public service. You put your time, your energy, and your resources at stake for others to use. That's what public service is about. Like the founding fathers definitely weren't making bank. I mean, Thomas Jefferson had debt by the time he died. That man died with IOUs.
Yep.
They had to sell off his assets just so his family would be stabilized. He inherited debt, all this stuff, and he was president, one of the most iconic presidents this country's ever had. And these Congress people.
I have a message directly from Donald J. Trump to Speaker Mike Johnson. Here is Donald Trump. You're fired. Johnson fired. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for coming through. A quick video. I'm going to try to get videos. My main guest that I want to have on the show, I'm going to try my best to have them on the show some way, how, is Tucker. That's going to be whatever. It's going to be a mission. Patrick Bet-David. Who else?
Man, you shooting for the stars.
I'm shooting for the stars.
You're aiming for
Patrick Bet-David and Tucker, and then George Janko, Ben Shapiro. Absolutely not. Thank you for your $10 donation. I actually can't see people's donations, so if you sent a donation, I want to say thank you so much for your donation, man. I appreciate you guys. All right. Well, I'll be back in a bit. I'll be back a little later to give you guys an update. If you haven't smashed the like button, smash the like button. Thank you for your $15 donations. George Behizzi is in the building, and we're about to head into AmFest and see what's going on. And I'll see you guys on the next. We'll see you guys on the next one, man. Share this video. Do what you guys do.